Tonight on the Northwestern News Report, Evanston residents weigh in on the city's vision for the future. We take you inside the town hall happening now.
Plus, your water bill might be going up next year. How the city plans to make up for increased spending.
And how local businesses are gearing up for the big holiday shopping rush.
Oh, those stories and more tonight
On the Northwestern News Report. It's your news
right now.
Hello and welcome to the last Northwestern News Report of the quarter. I'm Ellie Skelly.
And I'm Caitlin Bender-Thomas. Let's get into tonight's stories. We begin tonight with some breaking news from the Evanston Public Library, where a town hall is currently underway to discuss a draft Envision Evanston 2045 comprehensive plan. The plan is aimed at, quote, guiding the growth, development, and prosperity of Evanston over the next 40 years. And transportation options, increasing housing diversity, and creating equitable opportunities for all. NNN's Mila Branson is live now at the town hall. Mila, what have you been hearing from community members about this plan?
Caitlin, tonight we're here at the Evanston Public Library for a town hall with city council members. Tonight, 1st, 2nd, and 4th Ward council members are here to discuss the plan for downtown Evanston in the Envision Evanston 2045 Draft Comprehensive Plan. Tonight, residents were invited to chat and share their feedback on the draft plan, and they had a lot of different things to say. For instance, some residents were very excited about the addition of green spaces to downtown Evanston. They also were enthusiastic about seeing more festivals and seasonal festivals come to downtown Evanston. In addition, some residents shared their concerns as well. Many were concerned about the addition of high-rise buildings. One resident even shared a flyer showing data analyzed from the Evanston community about banning high-rise buildings in downtown Evanston. And other residents were very enthusiastic about more pedestrian walkways, whereas other residents were saying that the downtown is already too crowded and they wanted to see the loss of traffic, especially in those crowded areas. Now, there was a virtual option to join the meeting as well, even though members of all wards were invited to the meeting tonight, and this was through Google Meets. However, this isn't the only chance for residents to share their feedback on Envision Evanston 2045. Online form that residents can fill out to share their thoughts on the new plan. Thanks, Caitlin.
Thanks so much, Mila.
In other parts of the city, a proposal for bike lanes along Chicago Avenue is sparking controversy. The new plan calls for two-way bike lanes across the street. The lanes will connect existing bike routes on West Howard and North Clark Street in Chicago to an existing two-way route at Davis and Church Street. Government officials say this project aims to make the street safer for people on the road. They predict a 52% reduction in cyclist and pedestrian crashes with these protected lanes. But the lanes will cut parking spaces along the street. Some biking advocates are worried that the narrower sidewalks and lack of parking will lead to increased traffic congestion. And over 30 business owners are pushing for the city to drop the plan. They say the lanes will hurt customer access to shops. Catherine Gottsick, Maine Debster Miles Executive Director, says the community continues to be divided on the issue.
While we have yet to take a position pro-con, there may come a time where it's clear that so much of the district is feeling one way or the other that we feel compelled to take a position. For now, we are agnostic on it.
And next Tuesday, city officials will meet with community members from the 3rd and 4th Ward to discuss the impact of this proposal.
Some Evanston residents are speaking out after recent news of climbing water rates. Evanston's water bills are set to go up starting the 1st of January. The City Council voted unanimously last Monday to amend the city code for the increase. Both the minimum rates and excess water charges will go up by over 23%. That means the average Evanston household will pay an extra $60 per year in both water and sewer bills. Residents who pay the affordable water rate won't see any changes. The city hopes to raise money to replace water mains and about 500 lead service lines. But some residents spoke out during the city council meeting last Monday, voicing concerns for homeowners. To help with the impact of the water rate hike, the city will reduce the sewer rates by over 13%.
Elder care homes could be hit with higher costs next year. Evanston city officials are reviewing a previous ordinance that called for a 50% increase in long-term care facility fees. The current system charges each facility $600 each year for a long-term care license, as well as $60 per licensed bed. That would increase to raise these fees to $900 annually and $90 for each bed. This would bring over $50,000 in annual revenue in for the city, but would cost elder homes and their residents. There are currently 12 long-term care facilities holding license from the city. The increase, if approved, will go into effect January 1st.
Northwestern students have until December 17th to file a claim to get money from a financial aid lawsuit. Northwestern is involved in a class action lawsuit accusing 17 universities of working together to limit financial aid. Last February, Northwestern agreed to pay over $43 million to resolve the claims. A Northwestern spokesperson told CNN that the university did not commit any wrongdoing, but agreed to settle the case to focus on student growth. The class action includes about 200,000 current and former college students. This group covers full-time undergraduate students who received at least some need-based financial aid from the university that did not fully cover tuition, fees, room, or board. Northwestern students who fit this criteria and who were enrolled between fall quarter 2003 through February 28, 2024 may be eligible to get money from the $284 million settlement fund. The claims administrator for the case estimates the average claimant could get about $2,000. Claims can be submitted through an online form at financialaidanttrustsettlement.com. After the break, customers react to a popular Evanston coffee shop closing down.
Go you Northwestern, go Northwestern, break right through that. With our colors flying, we will cheer you all to go. Go you Northwestern, fight for victory, sweet victory, for the fame of our fair name, and go Northwestern, win that game. Go Cats!
Football season ended on Sunday for the Wildcats, but construction on the new Ryan Field is making progress. The project reached a milestone last week as the first structural steel column was raised off the ground and put into place. This beam will anchor the new field. On site for this were President Michael Schill and Athletic Director Mark Jackson, along with NU benefactors Pat and Shirley Ryan and their son Pat Jr. The Ryan family is funding the majority of this $850 million stadium project, the most expensive in college football history. The new field will have 35,000 seats compared to the 47,000 seats in the old stadium. The field is set to be opened for the 2026 football season, with games being held on the lake and at Wrigley in the meantime.
With multiple construction projects taking place around campus, the Allen Center is joining the mix. The North Campus Center is set to be destroyed in January and replaced. The new building will have double the number of seats and classrooms. It will be able to host virtual participants from around the world with updated technology. Aligned with Kellogg's commitment to achieving carbon neutrality by 2030, the new building aims to have high sustainability standards. Construction crews will salvage materials from the existing building for recycling. During construction, the drive between the Allen Center and Panko would be closed. The new building is set to be open in fall 2027.
The Evanston Parks and Recreations Board could be renovating another park in 2026. Philbrook Park on the corner of Gaffield Place and Sherman Avenue is one of Evanston's 11 legacy parks. Renovations would address ADA issues and inequities in the area. Cartwright Park and Fitzsimmons Park are already set to be renovated. At the last Parks and Rec Board meeting on November 21st, Director Audrey Thompson recommended that Philbrook Park join the list of renovations. According to the draft plan, renovations for Philbrook Park are estimated to cost about $1.2 million. The Parks and Rec Board will meet on December 19th before making a recommendation to the City Council.
Troubles are brewing for some local Evanston residents as a local coffee shop prepares to close its doors at the end of the year. NNN Zoe Singer spoke to some regulars to hear their thoughts.
After 6 years, Tag's Cafe on Central Street is closing December 28th, bringing sad news to many loyal customers.
Kind of limits like the places that I really enjoyed in Evanston. Maybe with like new businesses coming in, I'll be more likely to explore and venture them, but it just kind of became my place.
I was pretty sad because I really like cafes, and I think coffee shops are kind of staples community where people just gather, and that opportunities for conversation that wouldn't ordinarily happen otherwise.
The cafe is an offshoot of the popular bakery next door. Though the cafe is shutting down, Tag's Bakery will stay in business for its 87th year.
It's rough, but I feel a little relief that I still have one more month to maybe frequent here a little bit.
One frequent cafe customer said the shop's closure will change her routine.
I'll probably end up going to other towns to go to their coffee shops, and I'll probably just end up going to Central Street less often.
What will replace Tag's Cafe is yet to be seen. In Evanston, Zoe Singer, Northwestern News Network.
Thanks, Zoe.
While one business is closing, others are staying open, taking advantage of the holiday shopping season to boost sales. NNN's Allison Miller sledded on down to the Women's Club of Evanston to find out what's behind a holiday market in full swing.
But for tennis or pickleball, I would go with the 16.
When fashion designer Paula Check realized the athletic skirts on the market weren't bold enough for her style, she started selling her own.
So I started becoming to Women's Club of Evanston 3 years ago, and I love it since then.
She's one of over 50 small business owners and artists who sell their creations year after year at the Women's Club of Evanston's Holiday Bazaar.
We just want handmade stuff, unique stuff. So that's what we aim to keep so that people keep on coming back.
According to the U.S. Bureau of Economic Analysis, Americans tend to spend more around the winter holiday season than at other times of the year. Some small business owners try to take advantage of the trend by setting up shop at holiday events. And in Evanston, the strategy is working. In 2023, the city reported that monthly sales taxes increased by over 50% from October to November.
That's the shopping season. You know, it also depends on what product you have, but that's when most people are really into buying.
Vendors and small businesses that sell food products like sausage, spices, and this box of holiday bonbons say that they typically make most of their sales throughout the fall and winter months and through the holiday season.
Spending is on the minds of customers at festive events across Evanston, and vendors say they can feel the difference.
I tried different holidays like Valentine's and those, and it's not as much for that. So I really stick around Thanksgiving, Christmas, and sometimes New Year's.
With many more holiday events on the horizon in Evanston, there's still time to cross off your nice list while supporting small businesses. In Evanston, Allison Miller, Northwestern News Network.
While the Women's Club's Holiday Bazaar is over, Shop Evanston Maid's 4th annual holiday market opens this Thursday. Everything on sale at the market will also be online at shopevanstonmaid.org. Coming up, we follow some Northwestern students as they head to Chicago for some holiday cheer. Stay tuned.
Go you Northwestern, break right we will cheer you all the go. Go you Northwestern, fight for victory, sweet victory, for the fame of our fair name, and go Northwestern, win that game. Go Cats!
The holiday season is about giving, and in Evanston, toys are taking center stage. NNN's Micah Sandy shows us how an Evanston exhibit honors toy traditions, while City Holiday Drives brings new ones to kids in need.
Dolls, Tinker Toys, and even Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Evanston has left its mark on toy history. And now, that history is on display at the Evanston History Center's new temporary exhibit. It's all fun and games.
And it definitely is. Evanston was, a lot of people might not know this, a hot spot for toy manufacturing for a while.
While the exhibit celebrates the past, Evanston residents are also working to make this holiday season brighter for kids in need. The mayor's food, book, and toy drive, an annual holiday effort, is already underway, with drop-off boxes at local city buildings and shops. Volunteers have helped empty this box 3 times at Booked, a local bookstore on the main Dempster Mile.
So far so good. We've had a combination of people who come in and purchase a few books from us to put in there, and people who come in having, gotten toys or books or anything.
The drive has become an Evanston holiday tradition, making it easy for Evanston families to donate or sign up as recipients.
Anyone who is in need of their holiday meal and or toys for the children in their household, they just call the Evanston 311.
Evanstonians ensuring access to holiday cheer for kids in need and celebrating the toys that bring joy for generations.
They're creative, they allow the child to have imagination. Everyone who's coming through can have a chance to see everything.
Keeping Evanston's toy story alive, Micah Sandy, Northwestern News Network.
Thanks, Micah. If you're interested in donating, check out the City of Evanston's website, www.cityofevanston.org. And if you're interested in checking out the exhibit, check out evanstonshistorycenter.org.
And the holiday fun isn't only in Evanston. Chicago's annual Christmas market is making this time of year extra special. NNN's Cassandra Brooke talked to some students who visited the festive scene.
Just a CTA ride away, Northwestern students flock to the Loop, making the almost hour-long train ride for the Christkindl Market year after year.
I was in Ann Arbor when I received a text from my friend Danny O'Grady, and he says, we're going to the Christkindl Market on Monday, and would you like to join? I'm like, you know what? That sounds like fun. I've never been before, so I'm very happy that I've made the trek down on the L.
The annual German-style Christmas market has it all.
There's a lot of different things going on here, a lot of moving pieces, and I've really enjoyed my time thus far.
Set up with small booths serving German crafts, different foods, and drinks.
I did just get this really cool croissant, so I'm super excited for that.
And handcrafted presents, like wooden dolls. The artisanal treats come at a somewhat steep price.
Maybe I won't spend $11 on a hot chocolate, but we'll see.
Despite the prices, students say overall this holiday market was a fun seasonal activity.
I was super excited to enjoy the festive spirit and the environment and the atmosphere, and yeah, I'm really enjoying it.
From Chicago, Cassandra Brooke, Northwestern News Network.
Thanks, Cassandra. The Christkindl Market will be open every day until Christmas Eve.
We've been getting hit with some chilling low temperatures lately, and it seems like the cold weather is here to stay. We have Emmanuel Perez Martinez here in the studio to break down this week's forecast. Emmanuel, how much colder is it going to get?
Yeah, I mean, we're looking at possibly really, really cold record-breaking temperatures, and it's going to be time to bring those double-layer coats out. Right now, we have a quiet night with a high-pressure system southeast of our viewing area. This is bringing south and southwesterly winds into our viewing area, bringing it with it a few lingering clouds. For today's weather, currently it is cloudy and it is 26 degrees. We had a high of 32 and had a low of 19. As the night continues, we will remain steadily in the mid-20s with a moderate breeze picking up as we head into Wednesday morning. For our local precipitation radar, Earlier, we had a few clouds come in. It was clear in the morning, but now, as the night continues, we will have overcast skies, and we do not expect any rain and snow in sight. For our local temperature, locally, our temperatures remain the same across Evanston and Chicagoland area. It is 27 degrees in Evanston, 27 in Skokie, 26 at O'Hare, 27 in Chicago, and 26 at Midway Airport. Onto our 5-day forecast, we will have completely dry and we'll have frigid low temperatures throughout the week. For tomorrow, Wednesday, it will be mostly cloudy and windy with a high of 38. Winds will be moderate, ranging from 14 to 22 miles per hour. On Thursday, we will have a bone-chilling high of 29 degrees with sunny skies. Winds do die down as the day progresses. Friday, sunny with a high of 30. Into the weekend, we will remain cloudy with a few peaks of sunshine. Good news is that it will be warmer just in time to enjoy it before finals week. Saturday, a high of 41 degrees, mostly cloudy, and ending this quarter's forecast with Sunday having a high of 48. That's it for tonight's forecast.
Thanks, Emmanuel. We all have to remember to bundle up this week to get through finals.
I mean, it's gonna be cold. I'm dreading it. I'm really nervous about it. But up ahead, I introduce you to the man working to make an Evanston beach better for some furry friends. Stay tuned.
Ready, set, piano!
Go you Northwestern. Go Northwestern, break right through that. With our colors flying, we will cheer you all to go. Go you Northwestern, fight for victory, sweet victory, spread for the fame of our fair name, and go Northwestern, win that game. Go Cats!
Hillel has a new chef this school year, and our Sylvie Slolkin stopped by to see what he's been cooking up for students.
At the end of spring quarter last year,
that's what it's all about.
Northwestern University Hillel hired an in-house chef to cook holiday dinners rather than catering. Chef Jacob Portman is Northwestern's first Hillel chef and the only Hillel chef in Illinois.
Hey, who's ready to have fun?
I'm really enjoying the role. I get to interact with students and teach, and it's just really been great cooking for like a community of people.
Portman's a cooking vet, having worked in restaurants and bakeries, but says this unique gig takes the cake.
I get to switch up the menus as often as I want. I get to get feedback in real time from students and staff about what they liked, what they didn't, and get to adjust. So it really lets me have a lot of creativity.
This is the exciting part where I'm going to rub butter all over it.
Students aren't just eating the food, they're helping make it too.
So that's been really a great experience to get students involved in the cooking process, and I think they really enjoy being able to be a part of the meals that they and their friends are sharing on Friday night.
One of Portman's employees is senior Andrew Kupfer, who said he was not super comfortable in the kitchen before working at Hillel.
He can be really quiet, he can be kind of like this silent boss that looks over you, but he has he wants you to do your best. And, the music taste he has is tremendous. It's really, really awesome. I really love coming in here and just hearing good tunes, honestly what I would be listening to or what I would be cooking to, so I just feel super at home here.
With all the joy stirring in the kitchen, it's no surprise Portman's cooking has been getting rave reviews.
I think it is truly such an improvement from last year, and I can just always count on walking into the building and having a delicious, nutritious, and fulfilling meal.
For students wanting to whip up meals as tasty as Portman's, he has some advice.
I think the greatest thing you can do is just to do it. So, you know, grab a knife, grab a cutting board, chop some onions, and make French onion soup.
In Evanston, Sylvie Slotkin, Northwestern News Network.
Thanks, Sylvie. That all looks like some delicious food.
And just south of campus, near Clark Street Beach, I took a moment to catch up with some canine companions and their two-legged friends.
Sometimes they'll just drop off giant plastic, garbage bags filled with tennis balls. And
Mike Meyer is considered the official, unofficial mayor of the Evanston Dog Beach.
And I call it the happiest spot in Evanston. Spot like dog spot.
Every morning, Mike, a group of dog owners, and their pack of four-legged friends make the trek down to Lake Michigan, ready to watch the sunrise from one of their favorite spots in the city.
Here comes Clay and Leo. There's a lot of people who love this place, so we all take care of it.
The stretch of sand that sits just south of campus wasn't always accessible. After 20 years, the original dog beach closed, and the shoreline almost disappeared, affected by rising lake levels.
And Mother Nature kicked in and screwed it
But
up.
Mike kept his eye on the Evanston Dog Beach, and almost 4 years ago, he saw a path forward.
And then slowly it started building. We're coming back.
He went to First Ward Alderman Claire Kelly, who brought the issue of reopening the beach to the city.
Before I even considered being an alderman, I had a dog.
After months of negotiations and a bargain where dog beach advocates brought their canines to a city council meeting, the beach reopened.
I spoke from the dais at city council to really insist that this beach get open.
Now, Mike continues to advocate for his mixed species community.
This is Leo. Leo, come here, buddy. Leo likes to eat
On his
shoes.
daily sunrise walks, he empties the poop buckets he newly installed. He checks to make sure ball launchers are available. He picks up tennis balls to make sure they don't
go to Indiana.
And he's selling his dog beach merch, which features a calendar and a baseball cap.
And see, I really use this. This is not just a prop. I totally use it.
Why he continues this dedication?
Dogs are the best people, and most people are dogs on a good day.
Protecting the shore for shaggy friends. From the Evanston Dog Beach, Ellie Skelly, Northwestern News Network.
Caitlin, Mike is such an interesting guy, and they're a whole group of people. It's so cute. They wake up early every morning and they get there for sunrise, which was a little jarring for me because I had to be there at like 6:45 a.m.
Wow.
I think, which was like, oh my gosh, like way earlier than my.
I love that story. That reminded me how much I love dogs. Do you have a dog?
I do have a dog, and I worship my dog. I just saw him for Thanksgiving, and I was just taking selfies with him the whole time and hanging out with him and going on long walks. So it was very awesome.
Amazing.
That's all the time we have for the Northwestern News Report. We'll be back in January.
Until then, have a happy holiday break. I'm Caitlin Bender-Thomas.
And I'm Ellie Skelly. Have a great night.